What is going on, guys? It is me, the Nitrosites here. I got on my Smosh sweatshirt, and I am ready for another video. Now, in today's video, as you can tell, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over the Generation 4 Pokemon in the 4th episode of my Pokemon tier list video. Now, series, not video. So, I'm super excited about this. This was the first Pokemon game on the DS. Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and Heart Gold and Soul Silver are the Generation 4 games, if you guys didn't know. But I'm super excited because this is my favorite generation, my favorite region. I think it's the best, well put together region, and it is the only other region, except for the Galar region, that I absolutely love all three starters. So there's that, because none of the other regions have I loved all three starters. I mean, Generation 1, I like Bulbasaur and I like Squirtle, but I don't love him. But I love all three of these starters, man. They are the best. Infernape was my favorite starter of all time until Blaziken was. But yeah, so I am super, super, super excited about getting into this. I have very fond memories of Generation 4. I had a Wii when I was younger, and I had Pokemon Battle Revolution, and on that game you could transfer Pokemon from Heart Gold and Soul Silver over. So I can tell you how much time I spent transferring Pokemon over. And I remember there were like rental passes, or there was one with like Gabite and Rhyhorn and Monferno and everything like that. It's just so cool. I have such fond memories of these games. So, and I think it's the best, most well put together. You had an awesome regional bird Pokemon who learned an amazing, different move set throughout the game. You had an early route electric type Pokemon, which was the second early route electric type Pokemon we have ever had in Shinx, because Mareep was first. And then besides that, I'm pretty certain the only other early route electric type Pokemon that you get, and I'm talking like before the first gym, or right after the first gym. No, because you could get Mareep before the first gym, I'm pretty sure, because you can get it. You could go down from the first city and get it, I'm pretty sure. So, is Yamper. So I'm pretty sure there's only three, games or generations where you could get an early route electric type Pokemon. And I think Luxray is the most badass of those early route electric type Pokemon. So without further ado, let's just get right into ranking them. So like I said, or for the sake of this video, I'm also going to say that I'm only going to be using S through D instead of the E and F, because it's too much thinking to go through all of that. So S being I absolutely love it, A being I like it, B being I'm neutral to it, C is it could be better, and D's hate it. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there's no Pokemon in the D tier in this video, and hardly any, if any, in the C tier, because like I said, this is an amazing region for me. This is probably my favorite region. Not my favorite game. My favorite game is in Gen 4. It's Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But this is my favorite generation by far. So let's get right into it. So like I said, the starter Pokemon are my favorite starter Pokemon of all the regions. So all three of them are going to go right up to S tier because I love them so much. Grotto is pretty cool. Torterra is dope. Monferno is dope. Infernape is dope. Prinplup is pretty cool, and Polion is dope. So let's just get that right out of the way. Along with Starly's pretty cool. Staravia is pretty awesome. Staraptor is dope. All of these Pokemon are like the best for me. I love them so much. Obviously Bidoof is gonna go. No, I'm just kidding. Bidoof is I'm embarrassed to it. I don't really care too much for Bidoof. Same with Bibarel. Kricketot is okay. I think it's kind of cool. Kricketune I actually kind of like. Actually, no. I don't like the facial hair. That's what it is. Shinx is adorable. Luxio is cool. And Luxray is dope. Like I said, awesome regional bird Pokemon. Or regional bird. Early route electric type Pokemon. I think it's super cool to have. I think it's awesome. Now, Roselia wasn't introduced in this, or it was the last generation, I think, that Roselia was introduced in, if I remember right. So Badoo's okay. It's cute. That's why I'm gonna put it in A tier. Roserade is pretty cool too. I think Roserade is dope. Cranidos is pretty awesome, and Rampardos is my favorite fossil Pokemon. Or second favorite fossil Pokemon. I think Rampardos is dope. Sheldon is pretty cool. So is I can't even think of his name right now. It is escaping me. It is I can't think of it right now. Okay, the Burmese. The Burmese are. No, I am gonna put the Burmese in. They could be better because I don't really care for the Burmese that much. Same with the Wormadams. I don't hate the Wormadams, but so there are gonna be some in the C tier, but that is okay. Motham is pretty dope though. I think Motham's pretty cool. Combi and Vespiquen are, or Vespiquen's pretty dope. Combi I'm impartial to. Pachirisu. I love Pachirisu. Pachirisu is dope. That's definitely going into the A tier, along with I love B-Barrel. I think B-Barrel, not B-Barrel. Weasel is going into the A tier. Floatzel is going into the B tier. Cherubi's going into the B or the A tier because of it's just cute. This form of Cherim is gonna go into A because it's cute. This form is going into B because I'm impartial to it. Shellos is going into B. I don't really care. Gastrodon, I'm actually going to put in S because of the sheer fact that Gastrodon is my favorite Pokemon to use competitively right now. I've done so much with it, and I just think it's dope. So yeah, Ambipom is pretty cool. I do like Ambipom, I do have to say. Drifloon and Drifblim, I mean, they're okay. I'm impartial to them. I always remembered that you could only get a Drifloon in that one part over by the power plant in those in the Generation 4 games where they were just like I got a Friday or something like that. You could only find it. But Baneri is cute. I love Baneri. I'm not going to be doing Mega Evolutions in this game, or in this video. Like I said, I want to make a totally different video for that. Lopunny is going into the S tier. I love Lopunny. It just definitely grew on me because I've been using it competitively, and I think it's awesome. Miss Magius is really cool. Honchkrow is dope. I love Glameow. I think Glameow is awesome. Pruggly, on the other hand, I'm impartial to. Chinchou could, or this isn't Chinchou. It's Chingling could be better. Stunky and Skuntank I'm impartial to, along with Bronzor I'm impartial to. Bronzong is pretty cool. I like using it competitively. Bonsly and Mime Jr. and Happiny I'm all impartial to. I don't really care for them too much. Same about Chatot. Spiritomb is pretty cool. I think Spiritomb is dope. Gibble's pretty cool. So is Gabite, and Garchomp is gonna go into the S tier because you cannot have a something like this without putting it. Riolo's pretty dope. I do think Riolo's awesome, and obviously Lucario's got to go into the S tier because it's super cool. Oh, Munchlax. Munchlax I'm impartial to. I really do like. Hippopotas is okay. Hippowdon's pretty dope. Where did Hippowdon? Oh, Hippowdon's pretty dope. Scroopy's okay. Drapion's pretty dope. Krogunk is pretty cool. Toxicroak, I love Toxicroak. I think it's dope. Cardivine is I'm impartial to. Again, a lot of the Pokemon that show up in the anime quite a bit, I get less fond of because you see them all the time, and I actually don't really care for it. Finneon, I actually really like. I really like the idea of it. And Lumineon, surprisingly enough, is going into the S tier because I think Lumineon is super cool. Now, I know it's not really good Pokemon. It's not good competitively, and it's not really good in the game. I just love the look of it, and I love, like, the bioluminescence of it. I think it's super cool. Mantyke is adorable. The only reason why it's making it into the A tier is because it's so adorable. Snover's okay. Abomasnow is okay. Oh, you guys already know what's happening here. Weavile is one of my top 5 favorite Pokemon. Either top 5 or at least 6. At least the 6th one. I love Weavile so much. Magnezone is pretty dope. Lickilicky I'm impartial to. Rhyperior is pretty dope. I have a team right now, a competitive team with Rhyperior on it that is pretty cool. Tangrowth is okay. Electivire is awesome. Actually, Electivire, surprisingly enough, I'm going to put Electivire in the S tier because I really like Electivire, and Magmortar is going to go into the A tier. So, Togekiss is going into the A tier. Also, I really like using competitively. Yanmega is going to go into the A tier because Yanmega is awesome. Leafeon and Glaceon are both going into the S tier. It's super cool. Gliscor is going to go into the S tier. It's awesome. Mamoswine is going into A. That's pretty cool. Porygon Z is going to go into A. Also, Glaze going into the S tier. Probopass is I'm impartial to. Dusknoir. Dusknoir is going into the S tier because Dusknoir is awesome and it's on one of my main teams. Frostlass is pretty cool. All of the Rotom forms are going to go into A because you can't just not like Rotom. Rotom is super cool. Uxie is going to go into the A tier. Mesprit's going to go into the A tier. Azelf's going into the S tier because it's super cute. Diagonal's going into the B tier. And you know Palkia is going straight to the S tier because Palkia is my all-time favorite legendary Pokemon of all time because it is so freaking cool. You cannot not like Palkia. It is dope. Nothing will ever compare to Palkia. Because at one point, I actually thought Diagonal and Palkia were like the god of all Pokemon. Like, I thought they were mythical Pokemon when I was younger. Now I know different. Heatran is... I don't really love... I just don't like Heatran's butt. Like, its back end really... I don't know. Heatran, I just don't really like it for that reason. So that's why I'm impartial to it. Regigigas is going into the A tier because it's cool. Both forms of Giratina are also going to go into the A tier because they're awesome. Cresselia is going into the A tier. Fione is going to go into the S tier because Fione is going into the A tier. Manaphy is going into the A tier. Fiona is going, or whatever. Manaphy, I think this one's Manaphy that is going into the S tier, and Fiona is going into the B tier because it's cool. Darkrai is going to go into the A tier. I always really, really like Darkrai. Both forms of Shaman are going into here, and I'm going to put Arceus into the B tier just because I'm not a huge fan of Arceus, I'm not really like the huge fan of the event. But I think this is probably the most we've had in a video like this in the S tier because there are just so many amazing Pokemon in this region. You know, the starters are amazing. I mean, yeah, awesome starters. You have awesome final evolutions. You have the awesome bird, and you have all these awesome Pokemon that are in here. I mean, I'm just going to recap for the S tier. I'm not going to go over the other ones, but because there's so many. But the S tier, you got Turtwig, Chimchar, Piplup, Torterra, Infernape, Monferno, Empoleon, Staraptor, Shinx, and Luxray, Buizel and Rampardos, Garchomp and Gastrodon, Lopunny and Lucario, Toxicroak, Lumineon, Weavile, Lectivire, Leafeon, Glaceon, Gliscor, Dusknoir, Azelf. Why can't I think of your name right now? I cannot. Glade, Palkia, Manaphy, and Darkrai are all in the S tier. These are the coolest Pokemon. Now, just make sure I didn't miss any. So here are the ones that I really do like, but they're not my favorite. I'm not going to go through them all. I'm just going to quickly go through here. So if you guys happen to miss any by watching through the video, if you just skip to the end for the recap, that's why these are all in here. And then you have the ones that I am quite impartial to. I don't hate, but I don't love either. All of these guys down here. And then you have the ones that I don't really like. But, I mean, they could be better. And then this region has 0 Pokemon that I hate. So, that is really it. I would love to go over the Mega Evolutions here. But because they are not Generation 4 Pokemon, and that they're Mega Evolutions, I'd like to make a whole nother Mega Evolution video altogether. But other than that, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Let me see if I can... Oh, look at that. First try this time. So, I got my Smosh sweatshirt on. I am super excited about it. But yeah. So, I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below. I would highly, highly appreciate it. Subscribe if you are new. I make new videos like this all the time. I'm making them a lot more recently because I really enjoy making these tier list videos. So, again, hit that bell if you don't want to miss one, but leave a like down below. Really, really appreciate it. But other than that, guys, that is it for me. I will see you in the next video. Nitro General out. Peace.